Eric, welcome to America. It's Eric Metaxas, everybody. Give it up for the great Eric Metaxas.
Oh, thank you.
What's going on?
A lot's going on, Charlie. The country should be dead. Donald Trump should be dead. By the grace of God, the country is alive. Donald Trump is alive. But it's only by the grace of God. And the reason I say that is that God saved Donald Trump's life, and he saved this nation for a purpose. We need to get busy. We just crossed the starting line, and we need to get busy to go scorched earth on the deep state, on the bloated bureaucracy. We need to get the rhinos out, and everything Charlie says I agree with, so I'll just shut up.
Well, so Eric, the divine providence, Donald Trump being an instrument of divine providence.
Yep.
We see that. But let's be honest, the church did not step up the way it should have this election cycle.
That's right. And you know what? It even makes me want to know, what is the church? If the church is not stepping up and living its faith out heroically, including politically, listen, I hope that I'll meet all these folks in heaven, but I don't expect them to have very big mansions. If you are not living out your faith, I don't know that you have faith. God looks at us and he expects us to live out our faith. And there are many people that they're very theological, but they don't live out their faith. They didn't even vote. They didn't care about it. So one of the reasons Charlie and I are friends is we understand this, okay? And this is not just a theory we have. This is biblical. You have to live out your faith or shut up about it.
And Eric, you are the premier scholar on Bonhoeffer. You know, I give you a hard time because Eric deserves it, but that's actually the highest form of friendship.
Yes.
When you could joke. You're right?
I agree.
And Eric is the best. He's 10 out of 10. I've known Eric for a long time. But Eric understands if the church goes silent, what happens, Eric?
Well, okay, some of you folks know the story of Dietrich Bonhoeffer and the German church. A film came out. If you haven't seen the film yet, go see the Bonhoeffer film. I'm telling you, see the film, because the crazy left has tried to silence the film. The Bonhoeffer story is a story about Germany in the 30s, but it's really a story about America today. When the church thinks our job is just to do church, you're serving the devil. If you just have a nice church service, but you're not living your faith out heroically, you're serving the devil. The Bonhoeffer story is the perfect illustration of that. If you read my book, you know that story. But it's a story of America today. But I believe God has spared us so that we don't go down the path that Germany went, and that we now have work to do.
But we must use the reprieve for God's purposes.
Amen.
For God's glory.
We got to do hard work.
Plug your Socrates.
Yeah,
stuff.
well, people ask me, what am I doing now? I run a thing called Socrates in the City. We just had our 25th anniversary. If you don't know about it, go to SocratesInTheCity.com. I interview all kinds of people. It's kind of like PBS that skews conservative Christian. We ask the big questions. I've interviewed all kinds of people, and we've got a book out. We've got all kinds of swag. I can't give these away for free. But if you make a big donation, you can see me at the Socrates in the City booth.
This is what makes Eric and I different. I give hats away for free. Who wants a hat? Forget it.
There you go.
That was really that was pathetic. How about all the way back there? Let's see. Let's see if the campus tours pay.
Wow, those are aerodynamic hats. That's pretty good, Charlie.
They are aerodynamic. That's not bad, right? That's 25 campus tours.
Yeah.
Oh, back there, that looks good.
Yeah.
Eric Metaxas, final thoughts. What are you going to be doing in this reprieve? Your project, because I bet it's important.
I want to say this again, folks. With winning this election, and on January 20th, we cross the starting line. We crossed the starting line. Now we got to run the race, and now we're all going to see what we're made of. And I really believe it's God's will. I don't say this lightly. It's God's will to restore this nation to what God's will is for the nation. We've drifted for 50, 60 years, and we got to do the work, and we got to restore the nation to God's purposes.
Give it up for Eric.